looking at. Now you're looking at the land masses as if you have a bird's eye view. You're seeing it directly, not reversed like in a mirror, because the water, the gazing water, reverses it. And once you realize that, you'll start making some more connections. You'll see where these things were everywhere. Look at the structures around them. What were the markings, the hieroglyphs, the writings they had? They're telling us all this stuff, but it's so hard to see it because our brains have been so conditioned by the public education system that we're a globe that none of those things would even make sense.
I
But
feel you,
so
Eric. Eric, can we put like a quick pin in that? I just wanna make sure everybody knows what's on stage. I wanna hear from him. We did just get a touchdown, so we're a little excited right now. Give us like a quick build right now. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Are you shaking
Yo, what's
your
up?
camera up?
What's up? Can you hear me?
yeah, good audio. We can hear you good there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, dude, we have internet. As soon as we
Nice.
touch down, dude, it's like not even that cold. And it was, dude, when I tell you it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, I'm not exaggerating. It was so incredible flying in here, dude. It is insane. Um, so
Where?
yeah, it's
Where are you? I'm kidding. Where'd you land?
Union Glacier Camp, 80 degrees south latitude. And the sun is in the sky at 300 degrees, right? So northwest 300, just over 300 degrees. And so we're gonna set up, and there's a mountain here, and it's like 13.5 degrees. The sun will be going below that. So we're actually going out to like a remote area. We're gonna have to try to get the additional Starlink set up, hopefully, to have internet there to do the first 24 hours, and we'll start like after 9, I think is the plan. So we have to have like a reception, and then there's a dinner, or like an orientation or whatever, then a dinner, and then we're going to the remote camp to do 24 straight hours there. And obviously, we can continue to either stay there and do it, or we come back to the main camp and do it the rest of the days. But yeah, there's an update.
What kind of
Bro,
orientation?
Outstanding.
is there a
That's why I'm
facility
here.
or y'all just outside with it? Like what? Like what's what's going on?
Yeah, I'm outside. It's not cold, bro. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm wearing all kinds of layers. The sun's out. I think it's like 18 degrees. Like, bro, it isn't that cold right now. I can take pictures, but obviously, I can't show you guys. I guess I could upload a bunch of pictures and post it on X. But it's crazy, bro.
Definitely do that,
It
though.
is
Definitely.
it is wild, bro. This is Antarctica, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude,
I
I
can
can
assure
I
you.
can hear you smiling.
Dude, I've watched Antarctica the whole way here, man. We are in Antarctica. It is crazy. And by the way, checked multiple compasses the whole way, and we were heading south for sure. So
Yo, Witsit, I just wanted to say thanks for the private Kofi stream. And if people don't know, they can go to kofi.com/Witsit, sign up, and watch like a 30-minute stream right before he got on the plane, ladling gravy. Thanks for sharing that. And I saw on Jer Rants on Telegram, I posted it in the Purple Pill. He did a good video from the plane, and it came through, and it's so gorgeous.
yeah, dude, it's incredible.
I want to make sure I follow that account. Who was speaking that they're in Antarctica? Which X account is
I'll
that?
post it again, or just look in the pill and you'll see Jer Rant's Telegram channel and Witsit's Telegram channel where you can see his Antarctica tab. And these are two places where you can get pictures, videos, and basically text updates as they go.
Eric, where you been? You know we making history for Flat Earth.
Yeah, I know. I've been checking politics stuff. There's some scary shit going on, so I got kind of absorbed with that.
Nah, not that. This.
Yo, I just want to say, man, congrats to the squad. Super proud of Witsit, super proud of Liz and Jaren. This is a monumental moment. I wish I could see and experience the things that they're experiencing right now. Not so much the cold part, but just like being like in Antarctica and seeing what that looks like. Do we see an ice wall? Do we see a shelf? Anything? What was it like?
Do you feel
So
higher
we did it. The guy
elevation?
that spoke, yeah, we are. Yeah, absolutely. You can tell just with the pressure. You can't even open stuff when you're even pretty low. Coming into Antarctica, it just explodes everywhere. But we like the guy that was talked right before I got on, or right when we took off, was pretty correct. We did enter on that like general area, the peninsula area, and so we do have a couple shots of us entering. there were a lot of clouds. But Liz got a few shots where you'll see like the water running into it. But then the clouds cleared up once we got a little further inland. And yeah, dude, it's just crazy. It's just like snowy mountains as far as you can see, pretty much. So yeah, not the most incredible shot of like an ice shelf or anything. There were clouds, unfortunately, but we did get some infrared shots. We got quite a few infrared shots, more inland.
Probably like super peaceful. Everything just untouched. Just
Dude, it's
pure.
surreal, bro. It's insane, bro. Because like you can tell, literally no humans have been there, bro. Yeah, and I was saying to Darren, I'm like, dude, imagine people back in the day trying to like explore and they come up on this thing. Like, there's no way, bro. Let's bust around, bro. There's no, what's impossible. It's insane how long we flew over just like vast ice. Are you coming over here because you're losing service over there, or do you have service over there? All over there? No, I'm on X.
Man, make sure you write Kai's name in the snow so she knows it's real. That'll be the 10th flag.
You know, it's funny. There's yeah. You know, there when we got here, there was a marathon right before, so they had this like incredibly.
You said to just take.
I get Elizabeth in here. Let's do a cross-platform stream.
Dude, check this. Check this. We have Antarctic Ice Marathon carved out into the snow, 2024. Right? It's super beautiful. Like whoever did that was like, it's incredible.
Bucket
And
list.
I want to knock marathon down and put wall. Antarctic ice wall.
Let's go. We found the wall.
Bro, I swear I'm gonna do it, bro. We're gonna flip the W. We're gonna flip the N upside down and be a W. We got the A.
There's always wrecking stuff, man.
No, I just had to talk to him, bro. I'm just saying, like, it would be so hilarious to say that, but yeah, it's crazy. I guess and then we're getting the drones approved tonight. They have to like both bring their drone, kind of get them approved, show that they know how to operate them for up to a mile. And then we're going out to a remote area so that we don't have any mountains blocking the sun. And I'm sitting here looking at it, so it's pretty surreal. You know, and I'm just like, yo, we need a solar filter. That sun is right there, bro. That sun. I mean, there's
He's right
bro.
there, y'all.
You know, we're flying south. That sun popped around behind us, and then turned around to our right, and then as we land, it's over here to the northwest, and that thing is busting, bro. You can't even take your sunglasses off; you go blind, bro. Like, I'm not even joking at all.
How long do you think it's going to be before y'all have a solar filter on it?
So we're doing all of that. Technically, we could hit the solar filter right now, but we're setting everything up to make observations tonight after 9. Right? Wait, I'm gonna throw me on speaker so you can listen to me and Jared.
Jared, what up?
Just he can't hear you. I'm trying to pull off the headphones.
No level heads. We in Antarctica, squad. We in Antarctica, y'all. This is crazy.
Okay, what's up, Jared? Say what's up, people.
What's up, everyone? Who's this?
Yeah, what up?
What
The
up?
sun is very high in the sky.
It's busting, isn't it? The sun is busting.
The blessed sun. It's very high. That's a lot higher than I expected. I thought they said it was going to be 30 and 10. Like 50?
Do we need to download the elevation app?
You might have one.
Well, he went and got an elevation of the mountain, but I mean, why is
Are
he
you
not?
live right now? Or
Hey, Tune, you have
on
a satellite map?
Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Download
I
that
forgot
Sky
Tunes
app.
there with you guys. It ruined my whole mood in like 2 seconds.
Download that Sky app.
Still out of that.
Too.
No, we have Glover employees taking some measurements for us, guys. Like, look at the price of it.
Hey, Jaron and Witsit. I was just going to say, Jaron and Witsit, we got Melodome Austin taking lots of shots. He has a Sunshots Telegram group, and they're getting exact basically sunspots and shots for you.
Nice.
Oh wait, say it again. Say it again.
So how many sunspots are there? I could pull out my infrared right now and my solar filter and tell you how many we see. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll scroll over to it. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sunspots that I can see easily. I'll just take a shot of this. It's at 3,000 millimeters, and I'll just shoot it into the jumbo, and you can compare.
Too is I'm gonna start up a live stream right now at about 4:30. So that's what 25 minutes, just to kind of show you guys where we're at, show you the camp, show you the mountains, show you the sun, and then we'll do some more detailed zoom in shots of the sun.
I'm
Sound
walking
good?
right now with my 50 and solar filter to get some shots.
By the way, we did get the line a few different times. Popped off with one small step for man, one giant leap for flat Earth. Right.
Oh, y'all got it, yeah.
Yeah, coming right off the big stairs on the plane.
What's your X?
Did you get the footprint? Did you get the footprint with the mismatching boots, or y'all didn't go that far?
Oh, we totally should have done some footprint parody. We can still do it.
Yeah, it's not too late. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
Gotta do it in slow motion, real dramatic, like real soft, pressable snow.
Yeah, we should totally make a documentary, just like a moon mockumentary of Antarctica.
And y'all had some extra room for the bowling ball and the feather.
I recognize that voice.
Yeah, I'm just want to jump.
WITSIT.
Everybody's been
You
requesting.
got to do a satirical shot of the plane leaving, and you say something like, "All right, and here we are leaving," as you're filming the plane leaving, and have the camera person say something like, "Oh shit, that was my ride," and then end the video.
What all can we troll about the moon landing? I think it's funny because this is way more impactful to mankind. How trippy is that? How trippy is it that we're doing it? Like, what we're doing is way more impactful than like the Hollywood movie known as the moon landing.
I think so.
You think that's hyperbolic? It's totally not. It's only hyperbolic if you haven't researched, like, yeah, the Earth isn't quite what we were told.
The crazy thing is, it's just silent. No planes. Nothing.
Yeah, I was trying to tell them, guys, I assure you we're in Antarctica.
I can tell you that
we watched it the whole way, bro. Some people were saying, you're not going to know where you are. You're not going to know where you are. Like, we checked like 5 compasses, a floating compass. We were flying south. We're slightly off of south.
we saw like we could go over the peninsula part, so we did see a little ice wall, but not like the ice walls that are on the coast, because this was more we flew over that weird fishtail thing that's below South America.
There's like a typical entrance point.
Yeah, and so you basically just saw like water, then ice, and water, then ice, back and forth, mountains. Then we started to see the mountains. Then we could watch the plane on the back of the seat in the plane, and it said then we passed the last bit of water, and then from there it was just white snow for as far as we could see for like another hour, and then after that we started to see these mountains, and then it was about an hour of mountains.
And obviously, the best angle was the cockpit, right? Like the cockpit flying in would have been cool.
Oh, I thought you said like it was like, what do you mean? We were in the cockpit?
We wanted to
trying to get that.
Like,
You were? Oh, I thought you were.
Yeah, it'd been so cool to have that, but and obviously just even entrance if they enter slightly off that peninsula and having just the cockpit footage just rolling the whole time.
dropped in. My name is Reason.
Okay, nice. The guy filming the documentary, chilling outside with his shirt off in Antarctica, bro. It's my boy over here is wearing a t-shirt.
Y'all just about to say, is my man still got the shorts on? Like, what's going on?
We would wear them right now because it doesn't feel bad. Because the sun is hitting off the snow, and the sun it's busting.
Hot,
Yeah.
So,
And there are no clouds anywhere.
There's one.
where? Oh,
That doesn't even
On
count,
the edge.
dude.
This mountain is 2 kilometers.
Yeah, y'all don't have chemtrails in Antarctica?
That glacier is 10 miles right here that we can see.
Which one?
See where it comes down the hill? Glacier? Blasting it? Yeah, that's 10 miles. It's like, what? 10 kilometers. And whatever 10 kilometers. 10 miles.
What we didn't bring out anything shoot was a laser.
Sorry.
Yeah, shoot it at the moon.
Yeah, there are these huge mountains right there. They look like you could just reach out and touch them, and I guess they're 2 kilometers away.
We're gonna go. Tell them we're like 20 minutes.
We're gonna go live in like 20 minutes.
Message up right
Hey,
So
Witsit.
just to give you guys another
tent because I can use my.
to give you guys another feedback. You can use your hands out here unless you're like a girl and wearing gloves. Why are you wearing gloves?
Karen.
Karen. Yo, what I'm gonna tell you, just to remind you guys that so we have our little like orientation thing.
Look, there goes the plane.
Our luggage should be here kind of soon.
There it goes.
They're taking everyone from the marathon, like 70 people.
Yeah.
So our luggage should be back to our tents here shortly, and then we have orientation tonight at 7. They're doing the drone thing, or no, 5 or 7. I don't remember. Who knows? And then we're all know is that we're going out to the remote area they set up for us because the mountains won't be blocking the sun. And then that's like 9 p.m. We plan on having everything set up and starting 24 consecutive hours. So that's the update. Obviously, first thing we'll do is pop out some solar filter shots, and I really need to figure out exactly where the globe predicts orientation of those sunspots are.
Yes, absolutely. Are they
Witsit,
gonna make y'all go around the mountain or over the mountain? Like, how do they? What's the track?
Okay, say again.
They're gonna make you go over the mountain, around the mountain. Like, how do y'all get through?
I think we're just trekking like 1.5 miles. I think we're going like
Bruh, McToon get stuck in the snow. Y'all finna save him? You know McToon not traveling no mile in no snow.
yeah.
He gonna have to.
Yeah. Just that's like
mic check.
We can hear you, RBB, and we see Taylor up here too. I
Okay.
think he's still here. I think he can still hear you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop Witsit. I put in the jumbo Austin Melodome shot from like 12:15 in the afternoon from Florida. I'm also gonna send you in DM invite to the Sunshots tab because they got all kind of stuff going in there that y'all can cross reference. Huh?
all the vehicles here run off jet fuel, right? So we're popping in one of those vehicles and they're taking us like 1.5 miles. And they have like a little temporary camp set up. It's like basically just a big box if people do want to crash or do like shifts. So yeah, that's the update because this mountain right here is huge and it would totally block the sun if it looped back around.
Yeah, we're standing upside down right now in the globe Earth model.
That's such fake news, bro.
I was just gonna ask, like, isn't if the moon is upside down in Antarctica, like, wouldn't the sunspots be upside down too?
Yeah, I guess so, right? That's like
That's
I don't know why
crazy.
no baller will tell me exactly what it should look like.
I wonder if on the way back you can sit in the cockpit with the pilot and grill his ass while he's tipping that nose, allegedly.
Imagine the Antarctic pilot being a flat earther. Hell no, we don't count with no curvature out here.
On the way back, right? Wouldn't that put a bow on this whole thing? That would put a bow if they could just grill him for 45 minutes.
If you see
Like,
me
what if you didn't do?
drinking,
Not take them home? Like, you gotta sit here and answer these questions.
if you see McToon drinking anything bad, crazy how you can drink so easily upside down, bro.
Right, like, is the blood not rushing to everyone's head? Like, can you feel, like, what's going on, man?
Yo, Admiral Byrd ditched a snow machine down there that was like one of these giant smooth tires. If anybody ever looked into that, get them to show you that. I'll be sneaking away from the camp. Like, yo, what's out here?
Dude, there's like
Oh,
nothing.
dang it. They would have had to put a
drone.
tracker on me for real, because I would have been walking around.
Use that drone. What if you went up with the drone and went boom and it hit some and fell back down?
I would have gone in the mountain.
What is that, pong?
Yeah.
Have a whole, yo, if y'all have a Truman Show moment, y'all gotta say good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And just walk out.
Or with all luck, a satellite will fall from a balloon while they're there. With all luck. Oh, I hope. Right in the middle of filming.
And the fact that you guys got Austin live on the mic Live from Antarctica. This is huge. I appreciate the heck out of this.
Yo, this is so crazy, man. I can't believe it. He really in Antarctica.
Jump in,
Well,
Plucky.
yeah, what up, Lucky? I think Wizzy can still hear you.
Hello guys, hello. I'm actually I want to like check in because we have our stationary Saturday in Czech Republic, in Slovakia,
Yeah.
and there is like about at least around 400, which is like listening you guys and during live stream because like we are talking about same topic. So I was like hearing that there's a Witsit and Jaren on X, and we are like streaming you, and I'm like live translating what you are saying on X and translating to the Czech and Slovak folks. So we are all connected, guys, and I love this opportunity that we can have this observation. I think it's amazing, and like I think that Witsit and Austin are like super brave that they are doing this for us, and I think we should like all like be happy for it and like not feel anything like which would like we should like fear about it, because like there's nothing we should be like scared about, and this is like biggest opportunity in like next upcoming years, because this will be everything that everyone will be talking about. So thank you guys, it's amazing opportunity.
Cheers, Dominic. To
You
the
shout
Czech
out to the
lads.
Czech level heads, man. What up, Czech level heads? What up?
They are all hearing you guys, it's amazing.
Heck yeah, no dome. Love you, man.
Shout out to you, Plucky, man. Appreciate you for linking us. Man, we are all over. This is crazy. What were you saying, Shane? You were saying something, my bad.
I said the same thing that you said. I said shout out to the Czech lads. We said it at the same time. It's all good.
Thank you guys.
So Sacred, is this going to run until they get back? This flat Earth, this stream?
Even move until we know that they back on soil, not
Let's
on
go.
ice.
We definitely will have to orchestrate that.
Time to
Anybody
play.
else do this? Charged up.
We're gonna need some
Okay,
solar panels for that one.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, man, that sun is busting. But you know what's funny? Well, hey, yeah, and I got to give some of the Globers here credit, right? Because they went straight out. They measured the elevation of the mountain. Very useful information. 13.5 degrees. I like it. I like it, bro. I like it. I would like an elevation angle measurement of that sun, though, which I don't think is supposed to be that high, but we'll figure it out.
Dude, they're measuring curvature out there immediately. Got to give him credit, he said.
Yeah, no. I'm saying they wanted to see if the mountain was too high to block the sun. That's valuable. And I mean, maybe we put together a checklist, like an employee itinerary or something like that, and then we'll get them on it.
If it is, that's weird.
I heard like
It shouldn't be
complaining.
that low.
They're like Austin. They're like Austin didn't come up with all these different tests. I'm like, yeah, I know you guys are my employees, bro. I'm
Balls.
No, I think they say that it's supposed to get lower than the mountains, so 13.5 degrees. I think that's what they're claiming. So my understanding is that it would be like 30 and 10. 30 and 10. Yeah, the globe apparently predicts 30 and 10. And I think the sun is high, bro. I think it's too high.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I remember one of the things Will said to me was, why is the sun going to be low on the horizon the whole time we're there? And I said to him that it wouldn't be, that it would be highest in the sky around afternoon, and then it would be lowest in the sky for your midnight sun.
And you said that based on what?
Based on him asking me why it would be low on the horizon the whole time when we were talking about.
I'm saying you made that prediction based on what?
Based on what I'm seeing in the model with the superfluid ceiling, it would appear to the viewer, at least from what I can surmise at this time, that the highest elevation point would be around your midday hours between probably 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And then your lowest elevation is going to be between your midnight hours. So between like 10 p.m. and let's say 1 p.m. I mean 1 a.m.
Yeah, real fast. I think I'm gonna go grab my like ski goggles and see if I can see the sun better. It's just so bright, dude.
Bro, don't look directly at it.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do with my ski goggles.
Hey, Witsit, could you hear me earlier when I was talking about Melodome and the Sunshots page?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know where you said it was though.
I shot you and Jaren in Telegram the invite to the group because you can find tons of data and tons of shots of the sunspots and the timestamps and all that later. But yeah, you're crushing it.
It's
Thank you,
actually
man. I guess if they're not gonna do it, we'll figure it out for them. It'd be upside down on
Right.
ball based on the corresponding latitude. So,
Check with McToon on that.
well, they don't seem to want to answer.
Are you
Fire
serious?
that employee, bro.
Well, good thing I didn't pay for it. Yeah. Update. The goggles don't help at all. Okay, we have solar filters.
Take them solar
We have
filters
solar
on there.
filters.
Is it extra bright because it's bouncing off the snow, or is it just because it's like closer, in your opinion?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, the sun itself is bright and the ground is bright. So I'm looking up and it's just buzzing. But the sun is always kind of buzzing when it's this high. So I live in Florida. It's always like that. Anyway, King, got a question for you, Globalize. All right. So if we're taking sunspot shots right now in the north, you agree it should be upside down with corresponding latitude on the globe? Trying to figure out what the orientation of the sunspot should be in your model.
They're gonna say whatever it looks like right now.
Yeah.
Is Keegan sitting in the snow petting his dog?
Just flip. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me he brought the dog
80.
in.
You know he brought the dog,
What?
bro. You know he brought the dog.
I want to know what the sunspot orientation should be according to the globe model. I don't even think for the corresponding latitude. At 80 degrees north, though. Sure. So we need to know what the sunspots are right now at 80 degrees north, is what I'm saying. Which is pretty far north, you know. I mean, you get a general idea if it wagon wheels relative to latitude.
Secret, check your messages.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, I agree with that. So what we need I don't know, Meldome's in Florida, so we do like around 30. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I think I'm wearing headphones that block out backgrounds. You probably didn't hear them talking, did you?
No.
Yeah, sorry, I could have put it on speaker, but you guys would have had to be quiet, and I could tell I couldn't ensure. I didn't want them to know. So anyway, okay. Yeah, so I think he's right. It's going to slightly shift relative to latitude. You like stagger it up the northern latitudes, and you can just basically invert that. According to the globe, it should be exactly opposite of corresponding latitude, as in upside down, right? The sunspot's on the top, should be on the bottom. Now, a mirror may actually invert the other way. Kind of depending on the angle of it, the angle of the mirroring effects, exactly what angle you're observing, like the apparent reflection or like that. But anyway, we'll get the sunspots, and we'll need to figure out. So if we look at Meldomes is a pretty good start. He's like not very far north, you know.
Should it change throughout the day on the globe model?
What's that?
Should it change throughout the day on the globe model?
Yes, yes, but the closer you get to the pole, the less that it changes. So like, since we're 80 degrees on their model, it should only waggle a little bit. It should like teeter back and forth just a little bit. That makes sense.
Their model, like floating on a ball, is so confusing, bro.
Well, yeah, to the point that they don't even know the answers to these questions. So we need to figure it out.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say I'm super stoked about this whole thing. Witsit, go, man. Go on with it. Go on, Jaren. Hell yeah, man. This is what the fuck we're talking about, dude. And I'm sorry for the language. Thing of it is I got people at work. I've been telling about all this stuff, right? They're like, man, y'all need to go and do something then. Y'all need to go do something. I'm like, bro, we're in Antarctica, y'all.
Hoping we lit. Hoping we lit.
Bro, I'm just saying, I think it's awesome. And look, I'm not paid for none of this stuff. I just think it's the coolest thing that we have modern day Magellans out there doing their thing. I think it's awesome. Also, we know that it wasn't cheap. We know that it's not something you can just do and drop a bunch of money. So those of y'all who got the deeper pockets, not like myself, I'm sorry, but those of y'all who got the deeper pockets, fund these guys. Give them a little help, man. Give them a little help because dude's just got a brand new baby. He's brought life into this world. He's doing what he can. I know he feels the stress, but I know he's enjoying this. Like, I want to support people like this. You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. I'm gonna hop back down to listener. Woo! Flat Earth Fridays, baby. We moving on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Much love, much love. I'm gonna take a pic with the group.
Remember, they can't use your likeness. You're waiting for that pig, boy. You're waiting for anything with the sun out. Mister, what up? I'm about to post this Antarctica flight picture. This is dope. What up, bro?
Hey, I just wanted to say congratulations to all y'all. Witsit, Jaren. I'm glad you made it safe. Proud, sacred. Congratulations on being the first live stream in Antarctica on Twitter, X Twitter. That's a pretty big feat, dude. That's pretty incredible. I think it's important we recognize that what you guys have put together here and where it's gone, you guys have made it all the way out to Antarctica. You guys are reaching the world, so it's pretty awesome. It's awesome to see it grow, be a part of. Just be safe out there, Witsit. Best of wishes. Our prayers are with you. And that's all I wanted to say was just congratulations to you guys. This is a big deal.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, dude. You'll never guess what we just did. We just took a picture in Antarctica with our shirts off.
That is
It's literally
hot.
that warm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we
super
just took
hot.
our shirts off and
You
took
can
a picture.
start your
dude.
own Antarctica OnlyFans.
Please tell me that was the Glover's idea.
It was the Glover's idea. Well, I don't know. Jonathan, was that your idea? I think it was actually the Jonathan's idea. They talked me into it. I think it's funny. They're gonna be like, "See, we knew they weren't actually in Antarctica." Yeah, no shirt on.
Right.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to say I'm glad it's warm there because I know you were really concerned about the cold.
I know, dude.
So-
I hate it, but like, it's like the sun bounces out a lot, and it's like 20 degrees or something, 18 degrees. So it's like not even cold, especially with layers. Oh, very enjoyable. No clouds. Sun's busting. Feels amazing. Prettiest flight ever.
Sorry, I'm gonna request Witsit real quick. Sorry about interrupting. Hey, Witsit, can you mark like the position of Mars and Venus, if you can see those two planets, or any other planets? But I'm particularly interested in Mars and Venus. If you guys can somehow figure out the angle that they're at and the degree, and maybe take some photos or whatever, and tell us what direction you saw them rise and set or whatever. Mars and Venus.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Yeah, guess what? We just found out we were the #1 tracked flight on 24 flight radar.
That's lit. I love how much people here do research. Y'all are lit for that, dude.
I know the higher ups who have no idea about like flat Earth. They're looking at this flight like, what the fuck happened on this flight? Like, why is it so popular?
Yeah, Witsit, I'm curious to know whether the part of Antarctica that you guys are in would be closer to Mars or closer to Venus in terms of like, which direction it is. Anyway.
So I can pull. Well, obviously, I can really do is pull out like Skyview or Sky Guy, which is just going to show me Stellarium based on the globe. You can't see any stars or anything right now, obviously. And I'll tell you, if this stays anything like this, dude, you're not going to see anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you guys would see any stars.
Oh, wow. So the sky's lit all day, huh? Pretty lit.
Oh, I don't know. I've only been here for like 2 hours, but yeah, it is. It's a lot like it was in Punta Arenas right now, though. 4:30 in Punta Arenas, it was super, super bright.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the picture? Anybody got a picture?
Of what, the sun?
Of just where y'all are at.
Here, I'll take a couple pictures and I'll drop them in my Telegram. I'll make a post in a second, but I want to put them all together. So I'll take a picture and put it on my Telegram, t.me/Miswits, I think, or t.me/Witsit gets it. I'll drop a few pics of where we're at.
Yeah, I'll throw them in the jumbo when I see
Can I
them.
post them here? Yeah. I'll grab some. Laz, you want to jump in, or is Jan talking? Jan, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
I'm here. I just want to say just one quick thing for Witsit. Like somebody mentioned is bigger than the moon landing. Can you guys spoof the moon landing somehow? Like just do, because it really is bigger. So if you guys have some fun with it, we can have a field day with that. And the other thing is, have you tried the snow yet? That's probably the purest snow ever. So have you had maybe do a little video of you eating that if you're up for it?
Yeah, well, I mean, and then all the water will be drinking is snow water, like the literal water that you bathe with is snow water. All water comes from melted ice and snow. So, yeah, I'm out in the sun right now, bro.
If y'all gotta catch all y'all's waste in these bottles, how's that dude gonna do it with his dog?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I think we found that the guy does get some assistance. Second.
Why would he bring his dog out there? Like, what?
Keep your eyes open for meteorites, Witsit. I hear Antarctica's full of them.
Yeah, that's fake news. So it's 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
Witsit, can y'all record each other?
What do you mean?
Like, if you made like a joke to make tune, like, could you record it?
Yeah. I don't want to talk to him right now. I have good vibes.
That's lit.
I
don't really know who that is, to be
times.
honest.
Try to talk to me a couple times. I'm not disinterested. He's busy, huh, Shane? He's busy. He's got work to do.
You assigned him some tasks and he's performing as expected.
It's awesome, bro. It's awesome.
What do you have McKeegan doing at the moment?
Setting up some solar panels to charge different types of batteries.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. And working out setting up the second Starlink.
They're like a Starlink?
Yeah, we're setting up a second Starlink because there's internet here, but we're going to a remote area to make the observation of the sun without the mountain blocking them out. So we have to set up the Starlink we brought so that we can have internet there.
I would like to track the Starlink and just see if y'all get internet when it's not over you guys.
Man, it sounds like y'all got better internet connections than I got back at the crib.
For real.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not great. Bro. I mean, like I tested it. I think download was 20, upload was 5.
Those satelloons are pretty handy, huh?
It's
Who
pretty good
gave
for
this guy a
Antarctica.
mic? Come on.
Peter got half of a chance.
No, I don't think that's valid.
I'm just saying, it's a cool technology.
Yeah, well, balloons are cool. So are satellites that use real inertial forces that are physically impossible, and a heliocentric model that requires them to be fictitious.
Good to hear you're in good shape.
That's right, baby. Antarctica ain't gonna change nothing.
I would like to track them in. I wonder if you get internet even when they're not over you. Like, I'm just really skeptical of that whole thing.
I don't know. I think the Glober should hope that they're not real because they use inertial forces in their equations. And then they don't really understand what that means, so they just say nah or something like that, usually.
Well, it means that mathematically speaking, to describe it, you have to use forces that exist in this reality from the rest frame on Earth, meaning a moving, rotating ether or etheric, like sidereal rotation that affects real things. That's what you have to account for. That's what it means. In case Peter wanted to know through it.
You guys see on that? You look at the jumbotron. You look at that jumbotron. You're gonna see the Antarctic Ice Marathon. I want to turn the marathon into a wall.
Dude, Sacred, it's telling you have connection issues right now. So just let's try not to crash the space.
I know I'm working on it so
I'll
bad.
the whole jumbotron right now.
Clear it out, bro. Ken, are you here, buddy?
Yes, I am.
Help her clear that jumbotron.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
We want to leave all the updates, but this is legendary, guys. Real-time updates. I can't believe it's so cold over there. I can't imagine like 18 degrees. Like, are you crazy?
Dude, I got really burnt on the top of a mountain one time. My whole face was one big blister. So please wear sunscreen. It was horrible. It was horrible. Please wear sunscreen.
Were they even allowed to bring sunscreen? Oh my gosh. You wanted to jump in, Tess? Les?
I was just gonna say, don't wear sunscreen. Stop eating seed oils. Sunscreen's horrible.
Yeah, sunscreen's
man.
horrible, but I will say they say that you'll be in serious trouble if you don't put anything on your face. And they're not joking, bro. If you look through windows without sunglasses for just 10 seconds, you can't see. Like it's crazy. And I said that snow blindness effectively is just like sunburnt eyeballs. Dude, it's like crazy bright here, bro.
I was unrecognizable after not wearing sunscreen on a mountain. It was really bad. Because I said, oh, sunscreen's not good for you. Just wear the mineralized one or whatever.
Yeah, so we all have like the best, the mineralized, organic, blah, blah, blah. Darren might be live. I might need to go live with him in a second.
I can't imagine how bright it's got to be there just because, like, I've always noticed when it snows here in the winter and you go outside at nighttime, it's bright as hell outside at night when everything's covered in snow. So I can't imagine being midday with nothing but ice surrounding you, how bright it is. I can definitely see how that could cause snow blindness very quick.
Sam, what's up to this stream?
Damn, Elon, if you gave us some video spaces, we could be streaming Jaren in here right now.
Has anyone seen the video of Math Powerland and Will Duffy?
Hey,
I
Shane?
haven't.
I think I can hear Shane.
I wasn't talking.
Oh. Oh, no, I haven't seen the video.
You got to check out the interview with. It's not on Will Duffy's YouTube. It's on Math Powerlands. It's pretty interesting.
I wonder if anybody has
Bro,
done a deep dive of Duffy.
dude is really walking around with a t-shirt on for real. Yo.
Dude, it's not cold. There's no wind, and there's so much sun that it's just like not cold, bro.
Is it the real
If
sun
that wind
though?
starts blowing, though, dude, it's a wrap.
Jaren, the only one with gloves on? Come on, Jaren, toughen up.
Wait, where's
Don't
this
do that.
picture?
Yo, Jaren want to know why. The people want to know why you're wearing gloves. They literally are asking me why is the female out masculinizing you?
Did he bring his
It's because
rollerblades
I'm
out
from
there too?
California.
Or?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Because I'm
post the
from
stream in
California.
the
Now
chat.
she's trying to run cover for you. Those are gloves. Okay, to take them off. Yeah, they're not gloves. Why would you need to wear them?
Not him literally in the cold.
Not wearing them.
Dude, you should have asked him if he has a
Oh
scarf
my
too.
gosh, here.
You might as well do a scarf and gloves and rollerblades and just get the whole outfit, you know?
Yo, the way I would be in so many layers, dog, they are crazy.
They're liners, not gloves.
I'm cold.
They're busting. I guess. Plan.
Oh, go closer to the Starlink.
You've kept your Starlinks working the whole time. Sorry, kind of like background talking though.
In the video with Math Powerland, he talks about that the final experiment should be going across Antarctica.
That's correct. And you're not going to do that. We talked to the girl in charge of ALE expeditions last night, and they said that supposedly someone did that. And what they did was they was like a custom mission, and they decked out like 3 Toyota Highlanders, and they took off across. It took like 18 days or something. And we all know how all those stories go. You really get their path, and they just pop up north. So,
Yeah, it kind of seems like this so-called final experiment is another ploy.
And it can't be. Contract too solid this time.
Contract way too solid. What up, Mac?
I do think it's a ploy to keep the conversation going. It would be very interesting to the globe community that they come back from this experiment and it's not definitive and the conversation is still happening. That would piss a lot of people off.
Well, I just watched my
Yeah, look
first
at Jaren's
whale.
stream. They got electric. They got e-bikes we can ride here.
Hold on, it's glitching. We can't see. Oh, there it is. There.
Oh,
Where are y'all watching the stream at?
I put it in the side
Jaren's.
chat. I shared it up top to the Nest if you guys want to click on it.
I'm watching it on Facebook while while listening to everybody.
Yeah, if I could jump in real quick, I just wanted to say congratulations, guys. Some great big steps here. And I wanted to ask Witsit. I just found him on Facebook, so if he can post whatever he can on there, and then I can share it on that platform, that'd be great. But yeah, good job, guys. I'm pretty excited. Can't wait.
This is my first time using Twitter. Where's the side chat video?
Oh, so there's a purple pill where you can put all of your tweets. But if you go all the way to the top, we can share some of those tweets to the Nest as a speaker. So I shared the tweet. It says journalism live from Antarctica with the squad. And they're live on YouTube and probably some other platforms, but you can kind of watch there and kind of kick it with us in the space. Level heads in Antarctica, man. Yo, this is crazy. Let's go. They're really out there chilling. They don't look too isolated.
Oh, I wanted to ask one more thing too. Do you think it would be like viable to get like the sun positions from like, let's say from different states where everybody's at, just like maybe tomorrow, at certain times, everybody can calculate where the sun is, and maybe that'll give us a good, diagram of what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think Witsit was talking about getting a measurement of the sun's angle. I don't know how soon they're gonna do it, but I know they were already doing some type of measurements already. So I'm pretty sure once they get settled in, they're gonna start taking down some data, some datum.
Does anybody? So the initial plan was we were just gonna like jump off the plane, set everything up, but the camp kind of vetoed that. They're like, "Well, we have to do a orientation. So you guys how everything goes." So they walked us around, showed us the camp broken up into two groups. So I said, if everything's level is curved, go over there to the left, which they did. So then we broke up in two groups and got showed around the camp, and then we were given some food. Show us where the food is. You just go in there like t-shirts, just chill, got lots of food and internet. And then they came in and told us we're doing orientation. I think at 5, so that's 13 minutes. And then our baggage should be here because we had to drive like a few miles or something like that to get here from where we land. And by the way, it was crazy that plane landing just on like blue ice, bro. And he had to duck around these mountains. We just came in tight through like mountains, and then he busted right, and then just landed on ice. It was wild. Anyway, and then we do the orientation, and we kind of load everything up, and we go out to the remote area once we're shown our kind of home tents, and then we start setting everything up. So ideally by 9 p.m. we're planning on starting, which is good, right? Because it's like if Punta Arenas sunsets around 10, doesn't get dark till whatever, like 1:32, which we just saw that for a few days. Then starting your observation at 9 p.m. and going all the way through, I mean, that's good, So Yeah, that's the plan right now. And then we should set everything up, and then we'll have plenty of time. We'll have 24 hours. Everyone's going to try to tough it out and stay up. And worst case, we'll do shifts. And so we'll be setting up all the cameras, solar filters, multiple cameras, tracking, elevation angles, lux readings, thermal imager readings, etc. So should be cool.
Jeranism was the dude from Behind the Curve, right? With the failed experiment.
Oh,
He's definitely defined by more than that, my guy. He's been around for way longer than the hit piece.
yeah, I was gonna say, what about it failed? But I was gonna tell Witsit that they should take a picture with the solar filter now since they landed, even if it's not perfect. They should at least get one before the quote unquote orientation.
You got a solar filter on there? All right. McKeegan is literally taking a shot with the solar filter as we speak. We're
Well,
unemployed, bro. Reading snow.
I say failed experiment because that's kind of how Netflix portrayed it. So people always refer to that as, anti-flat earth stuff.
Yeah, I think if you guys maybe came up with some directions to like calculate the sun. Like, I just think it's weird. I'm in PA right now, and I can see the sun. It's about 2 o'clock position, and Witsit can see the sun also. So it's just so weird to me. I don't know if we can, come up with some directions to have everybody calculate the positions of the suns to where they're at.
So we got a shot with solar filter of the sunspots in Colorado. He's taking one right now to kind of compare. We also got we got a lot in Florida as well. So we'll just that's better. That's better. And then if anyone is further north, I'm gonna jump in Discord and ask too. If anyone's further north, we want to get as close to 80 as possible. I'll say that. But yeah, if anyone knows someone that has solar filter, get the sunspots right now up north. I don't know if your boy.
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I can clearly see the sun.
We're trying to see sunspots, bro.
Yeah, I just took pictures of sunspots about 20 minutes ago from Greenville, South Carolina, and then clouds rolled in, so I can't see anymore.
Okay. Let me jump in Discord and see if we have anyone like way far north. I'll pop back over here.
Hey, if anybody listening up north, take some pictures with a solar filter, get them sunspots, send them to my DM or hit Wiz's chat in Telegram.
No sun here, so I'll go ahead.
Beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to all 164 of you guys. Welcome, welcome. This is Flat Earth Friday, Stationary Saturdays. You guys are getting an exclusive touchdown in Antarctica. One step for man, but one giant leap for Flat Earth. We are ecstatic. We got our speakers on stage. Of course, we got our host, Sacred, here. We got Ken in the building. Shout out to Shane. We got Witsit in the house. We are receiving updates via those satellites you guys claim are up there. Jan, Eli, Flash, Lynn, we're about to get to you in just a second. Joe, Black Earth Surfer, Taylor is requesting, and JJ and Kingsley. Welcome, guys. Lynn, go ahead and take the floor.
Well, a couple of things.
I can see Flat Earth Fridays lasting a whole week this time. I for one won't want to miss any of this. Um, and also, Witsit, if you get to that camp where you're going to be for several nights, and if those tents are not absolutely toasty warm, you need to ask them why they didn't build your igloos or some kind of a block ice house, because the Alaska natives stay nice and warm in those. So you need to tell them they need to up their game for the visitors if they just put you in a tent that's not
Oh,
heated.
we for sure got to get them in some igloos, Lynn. They got to be in some igloos.
Yes, yes. Oh, I would love to see that picture.
Hey, Lynn, Witsit's in the Earth Awakenings Discord. There's 37 people in there, and they were watching Jaren's live stream, and they're like, "Oh, Witsit's in here," and now they're talking to him about trying to find, somebody in the 80th to take sunspots pictures. But this is exciting, like better than anything mainstream, better than the Super Bowl.
This is shout out to Earth Awakenings. What up, y'all? If you guys want, I could pipe Jaren's audio through since Witsit's not in here. I didn't want to do it while Witsit was in here because it might have been weird for him to like hear him in the space while being in the space, But since he's in Earth Awakenings, I could try to like get it rocking for.
Yeah.
And I could
I
pipe.
just clicked into it. I was watching Jaren's stream. That sun is high, y'all.
I could pipe the Earth Awakenings conversation, but I don't know if you'd be able to hear it.
Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Please let us know if there's polar day, perpetual day on Antarctica, because on a flat Earth it shouldn't
Y'all
be
hear that?
possible on the South Pole.
Yeah, it's clear.
Be a good proof. We're at 80 degrees, so if there's polar day, perpetual day on Antarctica, because on a flat Earth it shouldn't be possible on the South Pole. That would be a good proof. We are at 80 degrees, so we're not at the South Pole, but it looks to me, at least right now, but we'll wait. It looks to me like if you believe what these guys say who work here.
So this is Jaren walking through, looking at the sky.
Which again, we just got here. So
talking to the chat.
The sun could head off in this direction, and when it gets to be, so what would be expecting it to
For
set?
visuals, click link in the nest.
Kind of northwest. So, I mean, yeah, could it get from there and set off in these mountains? Sure. And then it could be just the light, some sort of copying it off of what we've heard from these people. And they all say rotates. How thick is the ice? Oh, it's miles. I think that they say if we're 2,000 feet, we're 2,000 ice. I think that's what they say. Because it just keeps stacking up here. So the crazy thing is that none of this ice ever melts because it's the middle of summer and it doesn't get warmer than 32 degrees. So what is it going to do? But just sit here. And I guess what they do every year.
And
so what they do at this camp every year is they run it for 4 months and then they take it all down. Everything goes. They leave nothing on the ice. And then they come back the following. They leave in February. And then they come back the following November. We thought it was crazy. We found out there was 70 employees here. 70 employees for 10 of us. It's hilarious. Each of the tents is named after.
Man, you got paid $500,000. This
So
better be 70 employees.
What does that say? Tabe. That one right there is bird. Each one has its own name. I don't know what tent I'm in yet. They haven't told me. Jaren, don't trust the employees that work there. Do your own observations. Yeah, that's what I said. It said, if you trust the employees, we're here to watch the sun. So we don't have to abide by quiet hours. Obviously, there's nobody else here.
Quiet hours in Antarctica?
We just know we have orientation at 5.
They don't want to disturb the penguins.
We'll figure out, I guess, how we're getting.
Yeah, where the penguins at, man?
And then I'll set up the time-lapse stuff. So I guess it's important, right? I mean, I'm not going to argue with him and try and keep us here. That's really just me being selfish and wanting to set up. Oh, I hear a plane. Oh, there's planes about to take off.
Uh-oh, they leave me, y'all.
Don't know where they're going?
They out. Is the setup? We stop.
Yeah, plane's about to take off. Or it's running.
Somebody's getting in it. YouTube will take this down. Why? Can you give me a compass reading towards the sun? Yeah. You have a compass on you? Can you tell me what the sun is at? I think it's got to be no.
Man, that thing bright as hell.
It's a guess. We'll see.
Ain't a chemtrail in the sky. It almost looked too good to be true. I'm like, they in a Hollywood basement or something? Y'all got chemtrails in Antarctica? I'm jelly.
That's how it is down here. When it's cold, that sky is clear.
Hold on, y'all. I think we glitching. Let me try to restart it. Kind of goes in and out. But...
Compass apps. Mark, can you show me what your compass apps?
You got to remember what a Starlink stretches out to.
Compass apps. Mark, can you show me what your compass app says? Is the
it's 1.4K in here.
Your real life one? We haven't seen one work very well yet.
Flat Earth's going up.
West. Yeah, but that's saying north is way over there. North is supposed to be that mountain there. So let's see what
South Pole, he said, is this way. That's south. Remember? Look at mine. South.
Okay, we're going to a meeting. I don't know what that. We will, by the way, tomorrow and 15, 16, 17, we're going to be doing observations at 12 noon Eastern, 2 p.m. our time. Been fun. We will go live as often as we can, especially when we start doing the time lapses. I know there's lots of questions. I wish I could answer more, but I cannot. I guess we have some orientation, but it's not that bad. You should, if you have $35,000, you should come check this place out. If you don't have $35,000, well,
yeah,
pay for my chest cam footage. And you can pretend like you're here. Except for without the frostbite and cold nuts, you know? All right, much love, Jesus. What's in here? Oh.
I think they go into orientation, y'all. That was fun.
I feel like a kid at Christmas time.
Right? I was like glued to the screen, like.
Man, my brain is working overtime because I was listening to Earth Awakenings while Witsit was defending and talking and basically debating toxic globers, explaining what's going on, making requests, and then I was listening to Sacred Streaming Jaren. It's like brain at max power.
Hold on, let me see if I can jump in Earth Awakenings for y'all. See what they talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I know sacred omnipresent.
The actual position and may cause an optical illusion. I'm just guessing.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, it's clear, brother.
Sounds like Rakia.
But won't it be a mind fuck if they show a 24-hour sun in Antarctica?
Why would that be a mind
Oh, they had me Joe. They had me
the rocky of you and maybe some fluid. I call it superfluid, but even if you just had any fluid, would cause a lot of optical illusions. We already have a guy who modeled it. They did it before it even went to Antarctica. How a light can be above a dome with a fluid inside of it that you're looking through, and the actual light is rotating above the center of the dome and causing a rotation of an apparent light in the southern region.
That's Rocky live speaking right now. Someone drop Earth Awakenings Discord in the group.
What they're gonna see probably.
I got it.
Well, journalism did a lot of
That sounded horrible. Let's try and fix that. Try to get back up on stage.
It's around the exterior off of the rakia. But the idea there is that you get 24 hours of daylight, but not 24 hours of visible sun in the sky above the horizon.
I'll say it again. I'll say it one more time. It's already been modeled with a dome. I didn't say Jaron did it. Other people have done it where the actual light source is closer to the center, the apex of the dome, the highest point. And if you're viewing it from the projection of that light through the layers of dome and fluid on the outer edges, you're going to get an apparent light source that is appearing to rotate around you.
Yeah, Rakia.
And like a personal dome.
So real quick,
I wonder if I open my mic if they can hear y'all. Is this like a dual cast? Am I dual casting right now?
The filtered shots of the sun to get those sunspots, or do you have any means to possibly make that happen at all?
Can they hear you?
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
I didn't open up my mic yet. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, yeah, that's I was going to say, Witsit's gone.
Yeah, you should say go heavy. You should be like, yo, y'all ain't never seen
Yeah,
that.
he's in the north. In my mind, they would be inverted, but that doesn't, my mind is often wrong.
Yo, Earth Awakenings. Earth Awakenings, what up, man? It's sacred. It's Flat Earth Fridays. We in here. We live on Twitter right now. Can y'all hear people on Flat Earth Fridays?
Show Bill.
Proud, say something.
Show Bill. It's not 10 p.m. out there.
Yo.
Can y'all hear my co-host?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Guys.
I think they can hear you, Proud. I don't know. Hey, man, turn up. This is the first Earth Awakenings in Antarctica. Y'all should be lit in here. Let's go. LFG.
Oh, we're lit. What's up, man? What's up? How we doing?
What up, Jeremy? I'm in Flat Earth Friday multicasting into Earth Awakenings. This is crazy, man. This is so dope.
This is cool.
You guys are coming through crystal clear. I don't know how this is what you're doing, but
magic.
That's awesome. We dropped the Discord in the chat so people can come pull up and see what you guys are doing here. We got
nice.
Proud. How many?
Witsit was just in there.
Yeah, Witsit was in Flat Earth Fridays too. Proud. How many people we got on Twitter right now?
140.
140 people in here. Want some love? I keep doing y'all thing.
Good stuff. I can take sunspots, no problem. Just let me know when.
Yeah, see,
while the sun is out.
We've got a Melodome
I was thinking
in
at
Florida
night, but
doing
okay,
sunspot
thanks,
shots.
bro.
Sorry.
I would say every hour or every 3 or 4 hours, you can compare. You know, it doesn't matter. But the more data you have, like they're going to know what time it is for them and what time it is for you. And adjust, you know, see what time you took the same sunspot that they did. You know what I'm saying? Once you adjust the time and then see what it's doing. I would be willing to bet it would be inverted, north to the south. That's just how I see the projection, but that's only because I think there's a dome projecting light from above to your personal dome. That's kind of quirky, right? That sounded really weird 6 years ago, but it sounds pretty cool now, don't it? Shout out to Superfluid and Rakia and all those who thought he was crazy 6 years ago.
Did you just give a shout out to yourself, Rakia?
Well, some still think he is, but that's another thing.
Well, we shout out to those people too. All I know is my daughter and her boyfriend got engaged on a sunrise at 20 degrees because they thought sunrise is an important part of like nature or creator. It's the time of day to propose to my daughter to be a sunrise.
Congratulations, brother. Best thing to happen to a dad.
That's a good start.
Yep. I wonder if Witsit there, I want to ask him, did he do any compass? How's the compass reacting down there?
They're in the orientation.
Oh, okay.
I think they did pull out the compass though.
Yeah, I feel like he said that every compass was given.
Do you know what they saw? What they got?
They didn't come back. I think they had already left the space when I heard them say it on the mic. I think they were looking at where the sun was. Right? Is that what they did, y'all? They put out the compass to see where the sun was.
Yeah, I think so. He said the plane ride in was the most amazing part. The infrared that they got on the way in so far was the most amazing part.
Yeah, I posted it. He posted a small clip and a screenshot. Such a dope view.
You posted it up? What time did you post that?
Well, I posted on Twitter, but Witsit posted in his Telegram.
I got you. I'm a boomer, so I don't know what Twitter or whatever the other word you said was. I have no clue what
I feel you, bruh. I'm trying to make my way
He
over to
doesn't do it.
Clubhouse. I don't
He
know how
doesn't do the
Clubhouse works either.
Twitter, the Snapgrams, or Insta chats. He doesn't do none of that.
We got some homies that'll help you transition. We got Joe Hanvey in here right now. This is his first time in Twitter Spaces. Shout out to Joe.
RBB just dropped a sunspot from New England in the jumbo, and it matches what I'm seeing, and it matches what Thompson is seeing in Florida.
You know,
That's
just need to
weird.
see what they're seeing in Antarctica. I want to see that.
Yeah, I think everywhere from the north of the equator, you're going to see the same orientation of anything that would be on the sun or moon, right? But when you go to the southern region, looking back north towards the equator, I think it's going to be inverted.
Yeah, I would agree that like right now, if they're looking north towards it and we're looking south, they're going to see an inversion. But when they're looking at their midnight, they should see what we're seeing right now, basically, as far as orientation of the sunspots. At least that's kind of my guess.
Oh, I see what you're saying. At midnight, when they're looking south, or they're looking in the same direction you are, the sunspots would be the same, is what you're saying? I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so what we're looking at right now, sunspots will reflect what they see with their midnight sun.
Does that mean you're predicting it'll be a reflection and thus mirrored?
Sacred, I hear you on Earth Awakenings, but I don't hear you in space anymore on X.
Does that mean you're predicting?
I just want to make one quick comment on Psalms 19:1. It says, "Glory of God and the sky proclaims His handiwork." So He's got some serious handiwork going on here. I don't know if we'll ever fully understand it, just like the Globers don't fully understand their model either. But I just want to point that out.
Yeah, he goes on to force speech every night, that they're literally speaking to us in a language that everyone can understand, which is very cool.
And they can hear you on Twitter Spaces. Everybody in Earth Awakening. So
cool.
Was that Joe that said?
Friday goes down, bro.
Did Joe make a sunspot prediction that would be mirrored? Was it Joe?
Yeah, I said right now, like if we're both looking at the sun, them looking north, south, they're gonna see opposite. So what's top for us would be bottom for them, and what's bottom for us would be top for them.
Because you're solidly of the reflection camp, right? So now you're predicting that they will see it, and that thus will be a
that's
reflection.
Shane. Y'all know Shane, right?
Sacred, you got Flat Earth Fridays playing in here? Dude, you're like the ultimate tech master, bro.
I think so. I'm not really sure. I don't want to take over. I just wanted to like have you guys like say what up to each other.
Well, Sacred, I'll just tell you, I have my computer open with Earth Awakenings playing, and Taylor came through, Joe came through, crystal clear, like they're in Earth Awakenings. It's really, really multicasting perfectly.
Wow.
I'm actually in Earth Awakenings, but I don't think Joe is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not in there, so I can't hear
what's going on in there. I'm just in here. But if people can hear me, that's great.
Yeah, there's a super slight delay, but I heard you as clear in my ear as I did on my computer across the room in Earth Awakening, so it's tight.
So my prediction right now is that if we're looking right now, I'm looking south, they're looking north, that we see the sunspots flipped. But when they're looking at their midnight sun, my prediction would be that they will see the sunspots in the orientation that I'm seeing right, or what I would be seeing them at noontime, for me facing south. So their midnight sun should basically give them that exact same sunspot orientation. At least that's kind of where I stand at the moment.
Okay.
basically.
When you say flipped, do you mean like upside down or inverted, like mirrored?
Yeah. So right, like if we were both looking at the sun at noontime, I'm
You say flipped, do you mean like? Sorry, one second.
Yeah, I'm saying like noontime, right? Like noontime today, if I was looking at the sun on Eastern Standard Time where I'm at, and they're looking at their noontime, then we would see the sunspots inverted, top and bottom. And then, but when the sun rolls around their sky to their southern midnight position, that's going to wagon wheel around, reorient those sunspots to the exact same orientation that I'm seeing the sunspots at 12 noon Eastern here in South Carolina.
Yeah, sweet. I think I get what you mean. Upside down. Yeah, rotated around as opposed to like sort of. I'm trying to be conscientious about terminology. Inversion would imply sort of mirrored image, at least in my sort of vernacular.
Yeah, I don't really think it's a mirrored image. I think that it's just an apparent view of the physical representation of whatever the sun source is. We all get this perfect apparent view based on our location relative to where we are viewing it on the plane, if that makes sense.
Copy.
I wonder where I could buy like a mirrored dome because I really want to replicate this.
I can send you a link to a company that I'm getting ready to buy a 22 or 24 inch two-way mirror dome, just to have in my collection.
Totally.
Mirrored the sun and stars and stuff being mirrored would make a lot of sense, because if you try to triangulate them from different points, they say that's if the distances are correct. They say you get different distances to like the sun or the moon or whatever, just from doing a straight trig on it. So, but if you try to triangulate a reflection, though, I feel like that would happen. Like I've been a fan of like this being a reflective kind of mirror thing, honestly, for years now.
Well, that's what the Bible's about.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Time.
And it fits, again, I'm a biblical cosmologist, so it fits scripture where he talks about the sky as a cast metal mirror or a molten looking glass. Well, those would have these properties that create these perfect representations, that are oriented different based on relative position on the plane. And you can even do this with just a flat pane of glass. You can shoot a laser at it and leave the laser pointed at the glass and just move around, and you'll see that the apparent position of the laser in that glass moves with you.
Every time I see an acrylic type dome out, I always stop and look at it just to see if I could use it.
And we
There's some
noticed
stuff online you get like big salad bowls.
What you been, guys? You guys been going hard all night on Twitter?
Yeah, man. We've been going from Flatter Fridays into Stationary Saturdays. We got like what, 15 hours?
We put him through so much, but he holds it down.
Joe, Earth Awakening is 24/7. Like they be going too, y'all. Don't get it twisted.
Joe, I have a question for you.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, shoot.
So I'm not 100% on the dome model. I mean, it looks good, everything works, but what if the sky was just parallel with the ground and there's still that superfluid type ceiling? You think we could have similar results?
I don't rule any possibility out. I just keep testing things, but from what I can tell so far as my study into optics and playing with lasers and light sources and domes and prisms and mirrors, concave, convex, all that kind of stuff for the past 3 years, that the dome structure fits what we're seeing and is actually that and the superfluid that is causing this phenomenon, because it creates this kaleidoscopic type effect above us of these perfect representations in each zone of the luminaries that we're seeing. Just we're seeing them flipped depending on our relative position to the equator.
Joe, have you heard of Math Powerland?
No, that one does not ring a bell.
He was one of the. I actually met him in the Florida Keys, but he was one of the first flat earthers that I started listening to. He proposed a different experiment where, and he has a video. If you find him on YouTube, he used to have a lot more followers. Now he's only got like 2 or 3,000. But he proposed a different experiment of doing like basically a race, and if it's a ball, they could start at whatever point, latitude, longitude at North Pole, and whatever point, same but opposite at South Pole, same longitude, latitude, and then, go at the same rate of speed. And if they end up back, doing it at the North and the South at the same time, if you understand what I'm saying.
Hey, look, guys, real quick. I want Joe Hamby to answer because I know that question was to Joe, but I don't want to be disrespectful to Earth Awakenings and dominate their conversation. So Joe, you can go ahead and respond, but I don't, like I said, I don't want to overstay my welcome. I really appreciate y'all letting us come over here and try this dual stream out. If you want us to hang out for a little bit, we will. But I do want to make sure that you guys have any questions for the guys over here, because we do have some hands up in Flat Earth Fridays, and again, like they were having a conversation prior to us coming in here.
I got a question for y'all after that.
Okay, cool. So, Joe, you could finish answering this question, and then we'll jump into the guys with in the Earth Awakenings. I can't really see who's talking right now because I'm trying to figure this out. Go ahead, Joe, and then we'll jump to EA.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the principle behind what he's saying with that type of experiment. I'm assuming it just means like one team leaves from the north and heads to the south, and another team leaves from the south and heads to. They travel at the same speed, and then we see when they arrive.
I'm going to speak for Earth Awakenings that you are not a bother, that you're a blessing here, bro.
I appreciate you, Tay. Yeah, it is one of my starting points, man. I love EA. I'll be going crazy. Oh, was that Geo that said something? Can't really see.
No.
No, that was me, SC Montreal. I wanted to ask you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
I know the take on this server, but I haven't heard from you side, from your guys' side, about the 24-hour sun. What do you guys say as pertaining to the shape of the Earth or to the AE map? You hear the baller talk. What do you guys think?
So I'll let any of my guys jump in if they want, but just to get my position. I don't think that things in the sky prove what the shape of the Earth is, right? Like I don't take that position. We do ask for exclusive evidence though, for models. So I do think that's important. I thought the challenge was demonstrating the phenomena, right? And I'm always open to having a conversation if people want to debate the mechanics or the dynamics behind the phenomena, whatever is being demonstrated. But just like Joe been putting all this work in, he's showing the phenomena in a local scale in different ways. Is it perfect? No, but there's a foundation of the phenomena. From here on out, the anti-flat earthers can't say that it's impossible. We see that it is possible. Trying to figure out the true nature of our reality is what our goal is. That's why we have these conversations. But that's my position. I don't know about anybody else that want to chime in on that.
We're not used to those intelligent answers that aren't interrupted and things like that, but that's how we roll around here. I would put my 2 cents in that lights in the sky also won't prove the surface shape, but we need to get into more of measuring the physical surface. And if that water curves, I'm fine with being a glober. If it curves up in an upward direction, I'm fine with being a concaver. And if it curves, if it doesn't curve, I'm fine with being called a flat earther. But first and foremost, I would be called a double earther. Whichever way the scholars and it discerns to me that God's word says, that's what I'm going to go with until I'm proven wrong by man. I don't think I ever will be. Sky above, Rakia above us. I think I'm adding a personal, some type of superfluid in that realm, and however that affects by the container or by the shoreline in all places, and God is true and He is your Savior.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else from your side? Because we haven't really heard from your guys' side. We hear from Rakia all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, anyone that's
You want to
gonna
hear some Flat Earth Friday people?
to say, like, all the evidence that they've ignored up to this point, and they want this to be the definitive proof of their model succeeding. But it's like they're expecting us to ignore all the evidence that they can't provide. They can't provide that motion. They haven't provided that curvature up until this point. So it's just I think we were talking about this earlier. I think this is like a perfect step for flat earth. It's a great opportunity for us to gain more crumbs, gain more pieces to the puzzle, and put it together. I don't think this is a hit piece per se, guys. I definitely think they are trying to keep the conversation alive, and it's going to be a lot more of a wow factor when the Globers realize, like, wow, they did all that, they went to Antarctica, and it's still not definitive. They still didn't prove anything.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great step for honesty.
I'm actually really excited.
I wouldn't worry about
of the sun position showed already. The sun position they showed already kind of matches what I'm seeing in the model. I was expecting to see a higher sun at their afternoon, and then a lower sun at their midnight sun. So that already kind of matches what my model shows.
I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about what the Globers say or the anti-whatevers. Some of them are running around saying the sunset's still impossible. So
True. We did give some suggestions for Joe earlier. One of mine was to try to figure out how to maybe have the observer within the dome, more from a local position. We were talking about having scale issues because it's a lot going on. So trying to make sure everything fits in one piece is definitely going to be a challenge. But that was one of the things that I would like to see, hopefully in the future.
yeah. I'd like to see Dr. Zach's. I'd like to see Dr. Zach did Eratosthenes on a flat surface. He had a light above. He put a lens in between, I don't think maybe it was a Fresnel lens or something in between the light source and the flat table, and then did Eratosthenes on it. I'd like to see that replicated. If you guys got some kind of crazy setup thing going with a mirror and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on building bigger and different models too. Like I'm going to build one where it's an actual toroid donut shaped dome and test a theory that perhaps the northern rotations and southern rotations are a manipulation of the light from the equatorial rotation, meaning inwards and outwards. That's just one thing I'm curious about. And a guy last night was asking me to submerge it in water, which I've been planning on doing that. But getting a dome that size with that much air in it submerged underwater with a camera inside is not going to be as easy as it sounds. I've already submerged it once in my pool, and that was very tough. So, but yeah, I mean, I've got lots of plans to do lots of stuff. It's a process, and a lot of this stuff costs quite a bit of money. So I just do it a little bit as I can, and when I feel inspired, I'll do a lot of stuff, and then I'll go back over it and look through all of it.
I'll tell you what.
Stuff like that.
I'll tell you what. That goes a long way. 4 or 5 years ago, when I first saw Rob Skiba's sunset on the table, that did it for me. That was because I was flip flopping with this when I first got into this for months. And then I finally, because I was like, yo, sunsets though. I'm like, that can't happen. Then I saw Skiba's thing and I was like, oh, okay, it can happen. So the physical demonstration goes a very long way.
Yeah, I've got demonstration of sunsets on my YouTube where I don't even use any sort of lens. I set it up outside on a flat level surface in my backyard, set up 2 trellises, one represented the ground, one represented the cloud layer, shot a class 4 laser onto a wall that I drug backwards with a pallet jack, had the laser level above the
That was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. We went over that video. We went over that video a lot. But we also have pebbles in the pond. He made a light disappear without even moving the camera or the light. So that was interesting. I don't know if anyone has that right now, but
I'm so happy that was.
I had some questions about that trellis.
I need to get that link.
What's up?
No, I need to get that link from Joe. I've been looking for that video from the warehouse with as you pull the light away with the string, it shines underneath the surface.
The one with the trellis? That's not in the warehouse.
Yeah, mine was
warehouse was pebbles in the pond thing from Brandon, where he didn't move the light or the camera. That was pebbles in the pond in the warehouse. He did the trellis thing in the backyard, which we had a lot of questions about. We went over that pretty in depth here for hours and hours, multiple times. So,
and I feel like I need the video.
We all need it, bro. So I think an endoscope, I was actually looking at mapping out this experiment. I ordered a glass bowl, but it never came in. Like they said that their manufacturing had a problem, and then I just kind of never did it again. But for the glass dome experiment, would it need to be like a mirror, or would you do like a magnifying looking glass?
Okay, so
for this, try everything. I would just try everything. I love the guy. Whoever said two-way mirror, I like that. Two-way mirror.
That's what Joe's using now, the two-way mirror.
Dang, that's cool.
Whatever you can set up, like just try it. Just try everything.
But how do you find a two-way mirror bowl?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the big. Oh, and an endoscope camera would be a good option because it's a tiny little camera you can put inside if you're doing it underwater or whatever. That's kind of what I had planned out. I have a little endoscope that has a camera and also an endoscope light. I thought would be a good option for the sun, just to like miniaturize it down.
Well, they sell.
Yeah.
It could be a combination of mirror and bowl or something crazy like that. Just try everything, guys. So
that's wild, dude.
Yeah,
and underwater, bro. Like you got stuff floating everywhere.
Yeah,
Joe's saying that he has something.
Yeah, I probably got like 6 or 7 different types of domes, but you can order if you look for a two-way mirror security dome. So it's the dome they put the cameras inside of. It's a two-way mirror dome, and it's like I think 22 inches in diameter, which is a fairly good size. But the dome I'm working with is 24 inches in diameter. So I'm getting ready to order.
You guys need to come. Yo, when you guys are done with your Flat Earth Saturdays or whatever you guys do, you guys need to hang out here more.
Flat Earth Friday, stationary Saturdays,
hang
bro.
Out with us more during the week. Whenever you're done or stuff, we're going 24/7. So if you guys want to come kick it with us, a lot of us would love that.
Yes, sir. I told JT to drop the Discord link in the chat. So hopefully y'all go over here and show some love to EA, man. They be over here going crazy.
Is there any questions on Flat Earth Friday? Like, do people have their hand up? Because I don't think we'd mind hearing them.
Kingsley got his hands up. Kingsley, you want to say something?
Yeah, not really a question, just more of observation. I'm in the north, I'm in Canada, and the sun, like today, it's super cloudy. I can't take a picture with a solar filter or anything, but the sun is like low on the horizon during our winters. So there it's high. Here it's really low right now. I just saw him mention that. And Joe's awesome. Like, where's he been forever? He's great.
He said Joe been around for over a decade.
Man, I got to catch up on his stuff. You got a
Stars align at the
YouTube?
right time.
I dropped his YouTube in the Purple Pill. That was a little bit earlier though.
Nice, I'll check it out. Thanks,
It's
Sacred.
just Joseph Hanvey, just Joseph Hanvey on YouTube.
Yep, Joseph Hanvey.
Yeah, for like the first probably 7 years or so, I was just kind of I mean, I was studying it constantly, but I never really talked about it or came out about it. And then about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, I gotta say something. Be quiet anymore.
Were you a flat earther at that point or no?
Yeah, I became a flat earther right around 2011, 12.
Oh, cool, man.
Joe, I sent you that video of Matthew Powerland directly.
Cool, I appreciate it.
Guys, it was
What would you
pleasure.
say to What would you say to somebody? What would you say to somebody who looks at this and is like, "This is kind of crazy." You know, the globe earthers have been telling us it's this way for a decade, and they go on this trip, and it appears to be the way that they've told us it was. What does that do for their credibility? Like, what does that do in your mind?
Well, the first thing is for me, and I'll let somebody else jump in, is it's confusion. Because it's like, if this is what it was the whole time, why we be getting fake videos on the internet for all these years?
Or they weren't fake. Or they weren't fake.
No, I mean, all those videos was doctored, provably and admittedly.
It goes back.
I would say clout.
Yeah, it goes back to what you were saying a minute ago too, though, Sacred. Like the lights in the ceiling is what they've always used to deceive us, and they've lied to us about it. But the thing about it is, it's Einstein said, it's just two coordinate systems, neither of which are better than the other, as far as us being able to tell the difference by looking at the sky.
I know it sounds crazy, but what are all y'all's thoughts on the sun simulator?
Matter of fact, my co-host Proud had put me on to this lady. She has this YouTube called End of Days. I think it's called End of Days, something like that. And that's what it was, right? And she was using the weather cameras, and she was catching the sun doing like weird stuff, like it would completely disappear behind a thin pole. It would catch these other bodies looking in the sky. The light was just doing weird things something that you wouldn't expect from a natural light. She was going through a lot of different videos over the years. I haven't heard from her in a while. Hope she's okay.
She actually was crazy. She believed in two suns, and like she would say that the real sun, with the cameras on it, you see the sun, you see the silhouette, you see the bright source, but the fake sun had this odd black dot in the middle, like this odd, like almost man-made. It just looked like there was a discrepancy with her, and these aren't like special cameras. These are government official weather cameras that she hacked into. Ooh, yikes! Or maybe she has access to some of them because I have access
Allegedly.
to some of them. Right, allegedly, the ones we all have access to.
They're probably public.
She's seen some of them. We could find some of her clips, but yeah, like she's very biblical, and she definitely believes in two suns.
That's what that video of Math Powerland was kind of talking about. He brought it up and saying that, that these different powerhouse nations that hold these patents are, potentially testing in Antarctica.
I mean, it got to be something going on down there. Like even when Witsit came in here a little while ago, he was saying it's pristine, it's quiet, it's empty. We wouldn't know, the masses wouldn't be privy to that information, but that's the perfect place for people to do things that they don't want anyone else to know about.
So man, if something was really fishy, like everything was set up some crazy like that, or some artificial sun was, I mean, there's $500,000 behind all of this stuff, so it wouldn't be a surprise, it wouldn't be a shocker. That'd be a lot of effort.
$500,000 is not that much money.
True.
It would discredit everything though if something happened to the flat earthers, to the globe earthers. It wouldn't be a successful proving the earth to be a globe for them. They would have to take the L because too much chaos happened. Whatever negative thing would happen, whatever would be the hit piece part of it, would have to be explained somehow. And if McToon thinks he's gonna come back and start talking about his sun test when we got missing people, that's dead. Like nobody wants to hear that. You know, we're gonna want some truth as to what happened. And the same thing if something happened to the Globers, because the people who put $500,000 pocket change down and don't care about the results of what everybody, like even the globe earthers, are gonna have some people that they're looking for. So I don't think they could make this a hit piece like that. That like this can't be a martyr situation.
Well, the contract is solid, right? So that's the one thing that's got me like, all right, well, contract bulletproof. That was actually the one thing that they seemed to get into it recently. I don't know if y'all was seeing some of the videos they was dropping, and Witsit was talking about it.
I saw that.
Yeah, they didn't want to sign a contract, and it's like, well, why? Why don't you want to sign a contract that says everything gonna be on the up and up? Now, Duffy has signed it, but like all of them had to agree to it that they was gonna continue. There seemed to be a little bit of friction there, but they ended up getting it done as they should have, right? Shouldn't have been no hesitancy at all. So that's already weird.
I don't like that dude Duffy. Something seems funny about that guy.
Not gonna challenge that.
People say that have never even met the guy. And I have only listened to him for a few seconds, and they say that exact same thing.
Energy is real, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, just the way that he's like making these claims, like, oh, well, if we experience this 24-hour sunlight, then that disproves the flat Earth. And that's just completely disregarding everything that we already have proven.
Yeah, he was on an Answers in Genesis podcast where he said no flat earther has even attempted to show him a 24-hour sun just a few days back, which is a just straight out lie.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's that weird stuff I'm talking about. That stuff right there. And you're right. He shouldn't be making those definitive statements. See, my thing is, if he wanted this to be final, like, why not work with the flat earthers and come up with agreeable terms on what would be definitive? Like, he just kind of came over here and said, hey, this is what I said is going to be definitive. Y'all want to be a part of it. It's just like, well,
on his
I
first,
don't see no flat earther agreeing to that.
On his first live,
they know the globe is dying.
Yeah, on his first,
and that's why they're doing it.
TFE was with me. His very first live stream with the TFE was with me, and in that, he told me, because I kept saying the floor beneath your feet isn't determined by the lights in the ceiling, and he said, you're straw manning us. We don't believe that the lights determine the floor beneath your feet, while arguing that going to view a light in the ceiling determines the shape of the floor beneath your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to add to a point that was made earlier about the 500,000 or whatever. I would say that, you know, we really have no idea how many people are really tuned into this. And so I would say that there is a lot more than 500,000 hanging up on in terms of this spectacle going on right now.
Candace Owens, right? And her producer. He's over there, right?
Apparently, yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, her producer Mark is there.
Is he the one running around in the t-shirt and shorts? Probably not. There's somebody running around over there, t-shirt and shorts in Antarctica, man. It's crazy. Shout out to him. He's living life.
Can I ask one?
Is that EA side? I can't really see.
No. Sorry.
That's Flat Earth Fridays? Who's that?
My name is 6 Degrees Forward. I apologize. No.
Okay, what's up, Six?
Yeah, jump in. And so you have to drop pin down.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need to kick me out, go ahead. What I wanted to share was like I agree with you all. I like times 1,000, and someone came back at me and like harassed me on everything on my wall. and said the sun goes around Antarctica all the time. Can you guys tell me what they're talking about? Like, he was using that as a mock to me, saying the sun is 100% out in Antarctica. How do you explain that? And I was like, I've never been to space. I'll be honest. Have you? Like, we see all videos. My eyes have never gone up and seen it. Have you? And he goes, yes. I don't believe that. Right? But, like, I mean, we've seen balloons go up with cameras, but our eyes, right? Am I correct, everyone? Like, we've never seen it. If I don't want to fight with anyone because I've never seen it. But if they've seen it, let's talk. But they haven't either. They've seen
Well, that's what
video.
they're gonna determine it now. They got a couple guys over in Antarctica as we speak. So we're gonna find out.
Okay. So
But it is
any
demonstrable.
response to someone that tells you like the sun goes around all the time? He's like, the sun's out all the time. How do you explain that? And I'm like, well, I didn't see it. Did you? What's your proof of that? Is that true? Anyone out there?
Right. So that's the globe Earth prediction. The sun is not going to dip down the horizon.
I hear like a little bit of feedback. Some got a hot mic.
What is that?
I don't know what this is. That
Yeah, we got some bad audio here, guys. What's going on?
that's not Flatter. We got everybody muted over in Flatter Fridays. Is that EA?
Yeah, it might be.
Okay.
But yeah, 6 degrees. I was
Try to mute yourself, guys, when you're not talking. Thanks.
That's the globe Earth prediction. They predict that the sun won't dip below the horizon. So that's like what the final experiment observation is about.
Just their hope, I guess. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Hey, I just wanted to tell everybody I really appreciate you guys. I'm the Flat Earth Surfer. You can find me on all platforms. I'm heading out. Thank you.
Good talking with you, brother.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good talking with you, brother. Nice to see you.
Tell all your friends about the flat Earth.
Good to have you guys. Don't be strangers.
Hop in the EA.
Hey guys, I need to sign out.
Who is that? Is that Jan?
Jan?
Yeah, Jan. It's Jan Toskov.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jan,
I've been
good talking with you,
listening
bro.
till now, but I need to go already.
Yeah, no doubt. So Jan was one of the Globe Earth engineers that popped in the Flat Earth Fridays. We had a cool conversation with him. Super open minded. He's questioning a lot of things. Still a Glober, but I like his approach. So shout out to Jan, and pull up next week,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you. Yeah, how often are you doing this spaces? I have no clue.
Well, we do Flat Earth Fridays every Friday.
I can join.
And we go into Saturday.
Every Friday.
We usually go all night into stationary Saturdays. And whenever we're not live, you can always pop into Earth Awakenings on Discord, because they go every single day too. So
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week, man. Good talking to you.
Dude, I hope that even if like
All right, later, brother.
I hope bye sacred.
Oh no, that was
I was just gonna
that was Jan.
oh sorry guys.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say even if the biblical earth model even if the biblical earth model predicts a 24-hour sun, I still pray that God will make that sunset just to humble all these Globers.
Just for one day, huh?
No, every day they're there. Make that sunset. I'm just praying that just because I'm so tired of these scoffers and mockers. And you know what? God is the God of the humble, not the proud mockers. So, if he made that sun stay up for 3 days when they're in Egypt, then I know he can make the sun go dark. I pray he do. But, I know if the Bible predicts with the molten mirror that it's supposed to be 24 hours, I get that. But I'm still praying that he show these people up, bro.
That would be crazy if that sunset.
What if the people they're like, oh my gosh, but it's up every other day, I swear. Anyway.
I think that's the only time which is going to be unfortunate that he's not recording the ops. Because I would love to see those jaws drop. Oh, the content
Oh no, we're just there to make the observation. Nothing
The
nefarious.
content that would come out of those gas, yo, they would be shook.
Oh no, those are the anti-flirts.
I just dropped a link in the jumbo for a two-way mirror dome, a 22-inch diameter two-way mirror dome. If anybody's interested.
That's
Hey,
cool, dude.
Sacred.
I don't want to dox you, but I'm wondering where you're located. It'd be cool to like collab on some stuff, maybe.
I'm in
maybe
Greenville.
We could hear you.
Yeah, I'm in
JT.
Greenville, South Carolina, upstate South Carolina, right at the border of like Tennessee, North Carolina, and Georgia.
Ooh, I'm a little bit further south.
Yeah, Taylor done already launched drones at Pontchartrain. She done already done theodolite observations.
Bottom up obstruction, bunch of star
Yeah,
videos.
star videos.
I'm just trying to look for anything. So if you have any ideas, Joe, then I would love to. Like, I'm really out here looking for experiments to do. So if there's any cool observations, like I'm, willing soul that will want to do them.
Yeah, I'm always looking for new stuff to do. I've got a laser experiment over a lake here that I'm planning to do. It's like a 7 to 10 mile stretch that I can get, and if I can get my class 4 laser on a proper leveling device, I should be able to pull off a pretty cool experiment. And I plan to not only do it where we're filming it from both ends of the lake, but I'm also having people fly over and witness it while we're doing it live.
Dude, that is cool. I'm trying to do a laser experiment over Lake Pontchartrain. I recently found one, like a really powerful blue laser. It's like $400 though, but I really want to do this laser experiment over Lake Pontchartrain. It's the most powerful laser that I could find.
Yeah, I've got one. It's a class 4 blue burning laser. That's the one I used for the sunset experiment with the trellis net I was talking about earlier, or demonstration, not really experiment.
Hey guys, I have the 2 hands up in Flat Earth Fridays, but anybody in EA want to say anything to?
I was just gonna say, what's up, Sacred? Long time no see, man. Thanks for playing my song on Flat Earth Fridays a while back.
Who's this? Is this Water?
No, it was Water Monkey.
Oh, what up, Water?
Yeah, man. There was that song Wobularity.
I remember that. Yo, probably we gonna have to do an intermission.
Another one, yeah. Yeah, I added to the playlist over here. We got a whole playlist for our flat bars.
Hardest intro in spaces. Shout out to the flat lads with the flat music, flat bars. I go crazy.
Joe, I was gonna say, when you do your laser test, you should tap in with some of the level heads. I'll DM you, and maybe someone who's near you could help you out with that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. The more hands, the better.
Right.
It's gonna be really cool to have the person in the plane video and from that perspective, and then just seeing that laser across the lake at night like that. That's going to be pretty cool.
I mean, someone with like a small aircraft, like private.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can go flying. Yeah, I can go flying anytime I want. Fortunately, my brother-in-law is a retired Air Force pilot, so he's got his own plane, and all I got to do is put gas in it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, definitely. When you need some boots on the ground, let us know. We will definitely get you in touch with some people that can help.
I'm not far from Greenville.
Oh yeah, that's Can territory too. Got level heads everywhere. That's what's up.
I could be in Greenville in about an hour and a half.
Let's go.
Hey, Sacred and Proud Flurf and Ken, thanks for co-hosting. I wanted to tell y'all I got to do over and out so I can visit with the family. This has been great. I'm so glad that Joe got queued up on X and Discord in the last week. This has been fire. And I'm going to announce one more time. Y'all check out kofi.com/Witsit, like $5 a month. And he's already done one 30-minute private stream where he really ladled the gravy and just said he believes the creator is doing something big. If you think about it, flat earthers have final edit rights on this whole thing. They're not going to be allowed to be videoed by McToon or any toxic people. And the thing that he was going to have an interview with Candace Owens, but now it was kind of postponed because she got sick for after the trip, which is kind of ideal. So this is all good, and much love to everybody seeking the truth. I'm going to bounce, but hey, keep this thing going for like 3 more days.
You got to give us some of that energy, man. You know,
let's take some
JC ran
shifts.
like 30 miles today.
No, tomorrow I have 20.
Jeez.
All right, brother. I'll talk to y'all later. Much love.
Shout out to you, man. And to the Run Boston Cubs. I'm so proud. We did have 2 hands up. We may have lost one. My bad, y'all. But we do have flat lads in here.
Right, and we got David and we got Tabby. I want to hear from everybody, but Flathead, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, so happy stationary Saturday to all the flat lads and flat ladies. I was hoping to get Run Boston before he left. I had a question. If he knows Melodome, like if he would know what kind of filter I need to get to look at the sun with my 950.
You can get a solar film filter for a DSLR. That's a 67 millimeter screw-in solar film filter. So you can Google that and probably find one. Or you can get a ND 100,000 filter, and that'll work just as well. 67 millimeter thread.
I would suggest the ND 1 million just because a lot of people on the other side of the community will discredit you that not being the best solar filter. Just my opinion.
Yeah, the solar film filter is the better one, honestly. So the ND filters aren't really true solar filters. The 67 millimeter solar film filter, like I have for my P950, is far better than the ND 1 million overall.
Oh, well, thank you for that information because my buddy was just getting called out on that on TikTok and people were discrediting this filter. So I'll recommend the one that you had just mentioned. Thank you.
How much did you say the filters were? $20?
This one I think was like 40, $50. It's from Spectrum Telescope, and it is a 67 millimeter. Neutral density is 5, and it blocks out 99.99% of sunlight is blocked. So it just threads in. It's just like a solar film filter for a solar telescope. But the ND filter, the highest one is like a 1 million, I believe, and it's not a true solar filter. It's a neutral density filter.
I appreciate that.
We probably gonna let Earth Awakenings continue their day. We'll check back in with them for sure, if there's any spicy things going on.
Yeah, man. If you get any updates, we'll let you know. Please let us know. Super dope for letting y'all for having us come over here and rock with y'all for a little bit, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, this was fun. Now, if you guys are interested in doing this again, let us know. This is cool.
It's like our first dual stream flat earth in Antarctica. Like, what is going on? There's too much stuff going on, y'all.
Excitement is overloading.
I would tell you what, but I don't tell chicken jokes, bro. They're too foul.
See what you did there.
I don't want to have a foul mouth,
That's
bro.
dope, man.
Well, I don't want to have a foul mouth, Tried to get a job at NASA. There was no space. Space doesn't work. They didn't plan it.
I think NASA would clock me immediately if I walked into there. Establishment. What?
No, they try to romance you. They'd want you to take it slow, get you up in a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be quick.
Y'all hilarious.
Anyone.
Contract with NASA and
They
have
play the slow
contracts
game
and
with
they build
anyone,
rockets.
if you feel me.
They talk about flat Earth while they're building quote unquote rockets that are going to space. We had people in here telling us that they talk about it, like people who are contracted with NASA. And it's like at that
Really?
level, if you still have questions, there's a red flag.
All right, y'all. Well, you know where to find Earth Awakenings. I think we dropped the link. I think JT dropped it down there. Y'all pull up and show some love.
Got VC, got chat. Always somebody online chopping it up.
And I think you can also find them on streaming on YouTube. And I think they also
Probably
post
Rumble.
on Rumble. Right. Keep doing your thing, man. Much respect.
Back at you, bro.
I hope we didn't put them to sleep. All right, man. We out.
Who's later, y'all?
Oh, they ended up saying something when I left.
Funsies.
I'm about to post another link for the dome that I'm using currently, and the company sells much larger ones, but the one I'm using currently, it's a direct link to it.
Yeah, that was fun. This is like a giant slumber party.
Right? We had a whole sleepover. Yeah, it is. Under the midnight sun.
We gotta do it again and then find a way to like merge Clubhouse too.
Right. So I truly don't know how I just did that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Once I figure it out, it'll be cool to kind of like merge some of these conversations. I do want to slide over to Clubhouse. We be on TikTok already, but this was
TikTok TOS ain't one of them the ones to play with. It's hard to merge with TikTok.
yeah, they get the censoring. I think every single time I went live, I got censored. Maybe one time I went live, I didn't get censored.
Yeah, the last time.
Yo, I got censored for showing my own Twitter, saying that I wasn't showing original content. I'm like, why you trying to play me, TikTok?
Yo, when people say videos over there and they're like, oh, I want to tell you about something that's on Facebook Marketplace, like they won't say the word Facebook. They'll show you the app or they'll say the book place. It's like TikTok will shadow ban you if you mention other places. Like that's crazy.
Right. Oh, proud Jill said, cheers for stopping by. Shout out to Jill, man. Jill, one of the mods over there in EA.
Yes, but thinking about if we missed somebody to send it to. I can't go on Clubhouse unless I switch to PC land. Maybe I could go to Clubhouse and we could try it again, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, I wonder if OG Meatball or Jose's in here.
I think I seen Jose. Shout out to Jose.
Right.
We had Jamal pop in here. Liz is over there. We didn't get a chance to really talk to Liz. Jaren popped in. Oh, but shout out to Liz. I see she had her nails done with the blue nails, going crazy.
Yeah, they that app that they were looking at. The other night they were looking at the Sky app. I had that
Right, with
app.
the GPS joints.
Mhm.
Shout out to
I would
Big
want to
OG me.
right now. Let us see what that PhD said last night. But it's still some Lobers trolling around, roaming around. I was wondering if McToon is giving real time updates for real. I seen him tweet something about not being able to like go to Antarctica, and flat earthers lying about it.
What? What is he crying
Like
about, bro?
exactly, like bro, you did not take this trip with your family. Like you are chaperoned right now. Like don't act like that. But
Apocryphon got the hand, is back, and Ken got the hand on my back.
Yeah, I was going.
What's up?
Thank you for bringing me up. No, I was just gonna ask you guys, have any Globers found their way into the stream to talk trash or say stupid stuff like they have been in other Discord servers?
We had a troll pop in, but kind of like a regular, so
Same old, same old.
same old, same old.
threats, real reputations.
Earlier, I guess before they took off, while they were still in South America, a lot of the Globers were very confident and puffing up and saying a lot of stuff, questioning a lot of stuff. But I just, for the record, like, no matter what you see in the heavens, like, we do things here on the ground, specifically transfer lines horizontally when we build stuff, specifically are flying horizontal across a plane without adjusting or accounting for drop. Like, there's certain things that we do in reality that no matter what they see down there, it doesn't make it an antipodal, you standing upside down to me, or you know what I mean, or water sticking to a ball while it's hurling into a vacuum. Like, all that stuff, just you can't just like hand wave all that because they see something in the sky. So I just, it's interesting that a lot of people are putting their faith in that and on that. Sure, it brings up questions. Like, sure, it's gonna be like, dang, like, yeah, how does that work? But hey, ain't that what the heavens are for, right? To be in awe and wonder. Like, oh man, like that's crazy. However, these things work. How does it just stay right there, and on its circuit and go around? Like, that's by the Creator. So I'm just saying, like, just because we see things a certain way. Years ago, even way back when I was a Glober, and I've said the story before, I remember when I was younger and my uncle saying, hey, do you know that, like, there's certain size, like, planets out there and they have moons, but do you know that some things don't make sense? It's almost like God's just messing with us because we understand like the way things work, orbital mechanics and like physics and the laws of this and that. But if there's something bigger or smaller and they're spinning in an opposite direction or at a different speed that they shouldn't be doing, that's just God messing with us, man. So that way we don't get too puffed up and think we're too smart. But I don't know. That was a
Yeah,
long
I
time ago.
don't think people should say. I don't think people should say that or blame God or the Creator because we all know that history is distorted.
Yeah.
Like, so if it's
No, I'm not
purposely,
blaming God.
no, I'm not saying you.
No,
I'm not saying you, but I do hear that because
Oh yeah.
that's your point. People be saying stuff like that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, I don't think that's a logical point because we all know that history is distorted. So if it's distorted for a reason, that means there is an understanding of what this place is. And if it's
Yeah.
purposely being, hidden, then there is some type of information that we just not getting, which probably will bring the whole thing together. But even the scientific community is trying to figure it out on a mainstream level. They don't even know what's going on. So they can't gaslight me.
True. Yeah, when they don't even like their whole paradigm falls in on itself when they do their math, equations on it at a quantum level. So like they don't even know what the heck's going on. But again, the heavens are supposed to be, for you just to be an awe and wonder about, not to figure them out.
It's wild how they challenge us to answer every single question, and they can't do that. But because we can't do it and we admit we can't do it, that's somehow a win for them.
Right. Yeah. Little sus. Their part. They run a false victory lap. Yeah, I'm sure many people are going to question things, but again, like on the ground, like no, we're not accounting for curvature. Matter of fact, when you do it, like when you build something and actually transfer lines of elevation, like you actually disprove this model because it doesn't match up with the NGS disk in the ground.
Yeah, I found it interesting that Austin, he was down there, he was talking about there was a mountain off in the distance and it looked like they could reach out and touch it. And it turns out it's like 10 miles away.
Right.
Yeah, that was interesting that he said that. That's a good point. Hey, look, when it comes to like sky optics and just demonstrating or modeling, how the sky works and things like that to people, you gotta follow. Gotta follow Joe Henvey. You gotta follow Shane St. Pierre. You got to. No questions asked.
Yeah, Shane put a good video out, I think the other day, 2 days ago. It was a good video. I liked it.
Ken, see my man with his hand up. What up, bro?
Yeah, I just wanted to say on those solar filters for cameras, there's a company Thousand Oaks. They make them. I got one for my P1000. It's a 77 millimeter, but they do offer different sizes solar filters. They run about $60 though, so I don't know if that's what you want, but it is they're a good solar filter.
Yeah, those are the
And
ND filters, if I'm not mistaken. The Thousand Oaks are the ND filters. Spectrum Telescope actually makes a screw-in solar film filter for the P series cameras in 67 millimeter and 77 millimeter.
well, I mean, I'll check it, but I do know that they had ND filters that I could get, but that's an actual solar filter that they're selling. They're actually listing it as a solar filter, not as a neutral density filter. But as far as shooting that laser across the lake, I could probably lay my hands on it's the best level I can get hold of. It's about $1,000 level, so I don't have one of my own, but I do have access to what I refer to as a machinist level, and it's used to set heavy machinery that has to be level. And it's I don't know how good it's going to do at 7 miles, but I could look at the specs on it and see what we could do or what it would do.
Oh, the PhD
That's
blocked me.
that's the key to the whole thing with the laser, is having some sort of mechanism that is precise to within very, very small increments of being perfectly level.
Well, I do know that if I remember correctly, when I looked at it, there's like 5 zeros after the decimal point before there's a number. of an inch. But I can't remember over, how far. So I'm gonna have to look at it, but I can get the specs on it for you. And you know, if we need something else, then we can. I can look. I mean, I know people with stuff like that. I don't have it myself, but I could probably get access to it.
I'm down.
Oh, the PhD blocked me. I'm so sad. I DM'd him hours ago about Aries failure, and I even called it Aries failure. I didn't even call it Aries success, and he still blocked me here.
Oh no! What happened, Proud? Tell me, dude. Don't worry, boys. The Water Telescope Whisperer is here. It turns out I can properly interpret this experiment with no transformations necessary. If you have any questions or concerns, what did the bad man say when you asked him about Aries failure, Proud?
Not
What
a
did you say?
damn thing. I was probably immediately blocked.
Jesus.
Yikes. It was so sad. I seen one of his tweets that I liked that was like little cosmologist, like a little push, but I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, and I can't even send it because you can't even engage with somebody that blocks you. Here.
Rip.
Rest in peace.
Dude, it's a real shame, man. So we learned definitely don't ask a mainstream physicist about anything filled with water.
I sent him the math that Pizio posted last night. Yikes.
Oh yeah, and he straight bounced. He just blocked you immediately off of that. Respect, dude.
You need a different
He was
approach.
like, "Oh shit, they know! Abort! Abort! Mayday! Dude,
they found out!
Dude, they know!" Oh man, that's funny. Shout out to your boy.
I'm gonna try a different approach. Maybe we should just start with like a meme.
No, you know what you got to do, Proud? You got to go deep cover. You got to go, hey, science, man. I'm just a regular woman. I don't know anything. I just have to ask this. These flat earthers keep telling me that this proves the earth is stationary. Can you explain to me how this doesn't work? Just like hit me up with an answer and just let me know. And, if possible, don't use any second order transformations to interpret it. Thanks. You don't want to say anything to raise suspicions or whatever. Gotta keep it business cash.
Yo, I tried that. With Newton's bucket, and the PhD science lad in question was in my DM like, yeah, bro, space is fake. Don't believe the mainstream media. They're wrong. Speed of light ain't constant. It was just beautiful. And then he said, but DM me, but talk to me in public. Don't talk to me in private. Like, ask any questions you have in public. And then when I met him in public to invite him to
Long
the
time.
space, he said,
How old are you?
29.
Longer.
You're hot, Mike and Eric.
When I messaged him to come to the space, he said he's not cleared verbatim to have public conversations. So now I don't even know how to feel about bro.
Wow.
I'm like, why would you tell me? Oh no, he said verbal. Like, he's not cleared to have verbal conversations, I guess.
The devs are watching. The devs are watching.
Gotta be.
Oh man.
Bro believes in the ether. He's clearly on a tight.
All right. What's his name? Proud. I gotta message him, dude. He sounds like he's almost one of us.
Yeah. On a thin line. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in the back chat because the devs are still watching right now. We're hot right now, but yeah, that guy, he's like top on my radar. Because what do you mean cleared? And when does your clearing, clear? When can you chat, buddy? How would he say ask questions in public? That means they're really in his DM watching his DMs.
Higher up, he said, don't even matter where you put it. You might as well just tweet it because they already here.
That is creepy, bro. Should we even engage with him? Can he be trusted yet?
I like you keeping it real.
Okay. He said, oh gosh. He said,
So I can be real quick if you don't mind.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
On the phone.
Oh, so sorry.
First, I just wanted to say to Joe Hamby, thanks for all your work, and we appreciate what you're doing. If he's there or listening, I just want to say thanks, and I'm glad to see him in here. And the other thing is, I think it was I don't see him now. The guy that was asking about trolls, whatever his name was, I had it in my head a second ago. Apocryphon was asking about the troll traffic, maybe, or somebody else, whoever it was.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. I just wanted to remind the boss here that we had a real good call from Jan Toskov. And he's a Globie, and he was real decent. And he got to unload his burdened soul on us. So maybe you can hear from the rest of them about how that went. I thought it was great.